Hello, dear viewers. This is Kyiv International Film Festival Molodist and Visegrad Cinema Days. My name is Bogdan Zhuk, and I'm very glad to welcome Robert GLINSKI, the director of our opening film, Zeya. Zeya is a fiction film of this year, 2020, about Jan Zeya, a priest in the... It's a biopic about his life and mainly taking place in the 70s when the secret services tried to sort of buy him and recruit him and to penetrate into the opposition. So, Robert, the first question that I would like to ask you is, could you please tell us, our viewers, a bit more about the actual Jan Zeya, the real figure?
This, my main character was not very known in Poland, and I decided to make a film about him because I would like to show somebody who has a very strong moral value. And he really believed in this value he has in his spirit and in his soul, and he struggled for this value. And the another thing was he was very open. He was really very open for another people, for people that are from other color of skin. They are from different. He was open for everybody. He was very tolerant, and this is what I think we need. We need now in Poland, but we need now in, I think, everywhere, to be open for everybody, for people from Africa, from people from West, East, and so on. So, and he was very open, and he could understand everybody. And there was the problem that he had problems because of this attitude, but I think we must show this kind of people to, especially for young generation, that they can discuss about this kind of attitudes. And that is the reason I made the film, and that is the reason I try to show this priest to public, to viewers.
Mm-hmm. And did you work together with Wojciech Lipianka on the script, or was the script ready when you started working? How did this happen?
It was very interesting because I've got the proposal to make it, to make the film, and I said no, I don't like, because this hero, this main character, is very good. It's Angel. To make a film about Angel is not very good. It's better than main character of the film is bad, has something wrong inside, and then he is working on that, and so on and so on. I said no, and Wojciech Lepianka, who wrote the script, tried to find some something what had a dramaturgy. Dramaturgy means that main character would like to do something and has some obstacles that he cannot do it, and then this is the dramaturgy. And and Wojciech Lebenka wrote another version of the script, and we found that something very interesting, that because this priest Jan Zieja was very good, he had a lot of problems. He had problems with authorities, with church, with authorities from the state. He has a lot of problems because he was very good, and it was funny, and that was the reason I said yes, I would like to make this film. And then Lepianka wrote another version of the script. I worked with him, and we put some other scenes in the script, because the script is based on the biography of Jan Zieja, but it isn't a biographical film, because the life of Zieja was very long, and he had a lot of events, accidents, and we were obliged, we had to put out some important scenes from his life to the script, because to make a film about all biography of Jan Zieja, it will be 5 hours long film, and so we decided to only to put some scenes from his biography, scenes that are important for us and for nowadays. About, for example, this about love. You must love everybody. Zieja is saying in one of this scene. Or you must be tolerant. You must believe. You cannot kill. For example, it's very funny, because yes, we always are talking, it's impossible to kill somebody. Yeah, but Zieja said you cannot kill anybody, never. It means during the war too. What to do when you have war? Yeah. So and that was the reason he had a lot of problems, and that was the reason we had then dramaturgy in the film when the main character has problems.
And it's interesting that it's not only problems when we see him in flashbacks in the army, or in the main time that the events are happening, the 70s, when he is sort of opposing with the Secret Service, but also with the church. And I would say, in my view, church is sort of a similar institution in the film as the Secret Service in some ways. In some scenes you can see it. So why did you decide to make it that way?
A little bit is like this, because church is a very big poverty institution in Poland, and Secret Service too. So they are very big, and they have a lot of power. But church is very interesting in Poland, because church has influence to the souls of people, they have influence to the heads of people. So I think this is very, very big power, and if the church is good, everything is good. So that is the reason that Zieja had the problems, because he struggled, and he had conflicts with both, with Secret Service and the church.
The church seems even more influential in Poland now? And do you think it's, well, it's also kind of aggressive from what I saw toward otherness, toward different people? And do you think it's a threat to democracy, maybe, to the open and welcoming society?
I think the church in Poland is not one big institution who what is working in only one direction. It is very divided institution, and we have bishops and cardinals. They were very moral, and we have bishops and cardinals that are not very. I think the church, like every institution, is divided, and there are some people working in this direction and or this, and sometimes it is really let's say wrong activity, I would say. But when you is looking to the Rome, to Vatican, when you are looking to the Pope now is Franciszek. He has a lot of problems with others, and the situation in Rome is very divided, and there are a few wings. They struggle together to have more power, to have more influence, and I think the same situation is kind of mirror view is in Poland, that the church is divided, and there are some different attitudes in Polish church, and that is the reason they struggle. They try to correct some very bad events and accidents, but you see the same like in Rome. And I think we cannot tell that the church in Poland is only one big institution and nothing. It is a lot of wings and a lot of small institutions. They have they fight.
Yeah. And talking about Vatican, there's one scene where you filmed there. Was it easy to get the permission to? How was this whole process of shooting the scenes
there? It was really very, very difficult. We got permission after a few months of trying to get a permission to shoot on the square of St. Peter's Square, when the main character is going through to the basilica, to the main church of St. Peter's. And before the main character is going on the Italian street, and Italian street we made in Poland, and afterwards we see him. He's going through the square, and that was shot in Vatican. And next scene is in Sixtine Chapel. Yeah, and it's very beautiful. Sixtine Chapel, but we made it in Poland. It is made on green box. We got from Vatican, from Library of Vatican, very good pictures of frescoes of Michelangelo, and we've got very good pictures, photo pictures of the floor. And we made the photos of floor one-to-one, and we made in studio all floor in a 16 chapel, and the wall was green. And afterwards, we shot this scene. Main character was going to the chapel, and is and his step on the floor of the chapel, and all walls. I'll put it after in post-production through the green box, and the result is that you believe that you are in 16 chapel. But the same way, I don't know if you have seen the film Two Popes, very interesting film, and they made scene in 16 chapel in the same way. So because it's impossible to get in to the 16 chapel, because it is very danger for frescoes, I think, light and people and so on. But and 16 chapel is something. It's a miracle. Yeah, it's a miracle. One of the biggest miracles of the world, I think. And I was 3 times inside during my long life, and it is really every time I was shocked, because when you see these frescoes of Michelangelo.
And the film was already released in Poland in August, right? How was it received?
Not it wasn't a lot of viewers, because we got COVID, and we have lockdown, and when you go to cinema, the 1.5 cinema must be open, must be free, and in some towns and cities in Poland, one quarter of seats must be free, or 1/2 and more. So it's not really very good now to release a film. But I have a lot of discussions, and I have a lot of meetings, and so I made some, how to say, trips with a film to talk with audience, talk with viewers. I think it isn't film for a big office at once. It is film about morality, about values. So it means we will discuss about the film for years, but it is not film for that in 2 weeks I have millions viewers. So I go to meetings. I discuss about Poland, about our world, about values, and about the Polish Church.
Interesting ending in your film. Maybe not to spoil very much if someone hasn't seen it yet, but anyway, you ended with the television showing the Karol Wojtyła becoming the Pope. Why did you decide to put this as the final, as the ending of the film?
Because it means the new era is beginning in Poland, because when Karol Wojtyła became a pope, something changed in Poland, and that was the reason that after years of communist dominations and Soviet domination in Poland, something changed here, and we finally we've got freedom, and I would like to show that it is one era is ending and another era is beginning. It is one reason. The second reason is that the second main character, or you can say anti-character or black character of the film, is the secret police officer who interrogated Christian Zieja, and at the end of the film he got information that all his activities for nothing, and now he must close this interrogation, and he's said bye-bye, go away. And this officer started to drink and stopped all activities. And then suddenly, when Karol Wojtyła became a pope, somebody is knocking to his door, because now secret police need him once again, because they have new situation, and in this new situation the secret police is must have a work to that new situation, and because they need him, because new era is beginning. It's something like that at the end of the film.
Mm-hmm. But the anti-character, you show him also as a human who questions his allegiance to the secret service, to the communist government. So he also believes in God, maybe, or, well, he stopped believing in him, as he said, but there's still faith in him. And this way you also, I guess, try to give hope that even in these people there could be something humane and something good, right?
Yes, because I think that everybody must have a chance to be good, but I tried to make in the film like this, that you don't know if it is true or not. This secret police officer is talking something, but at the end we don't know it's true or it's not true. And that or this kind of play, this kind of game between him and the priest, and at the end you don't know it was true or not. So you can be good or not, but at the end you don't know.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is all the questions I have.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So again, this is Kyiv International Film Festival Molodist and Visegrad Film Days, and we had in our program Robert GLINSKI, director of Zieja.
Thank you.